Here we go. Hayley Valentine taking on Indy Breyer. What was it, Indy Box on my card? Indy Breyer from Vectis MMA. I think Vectis MMA are Isle of Wight, if I got that right.
They're on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, if you guys want a wrestling seminar or a BJJ seminar, please call me up. I've never been to the Isle of Wight, but they literally look like they came out of the Viking age of Norway or Denmark or whatever.
They got a load of Norwegians.
I wonder if they cut each other's hair.
That's an aggressive haircut there from Indy
awesome.
Breyer. I like it though.
This is the thing. Okay, so let's go back. So Hayley Valentine had a little bit of trouble in her last fight, and it was mostly in the stand-up.
Controversy, yeah. I mean, she is a grappler. I think she will admit that as well.
Yes, but even if you are a grappler, guilty over here as well.
Yeah,
the majority of your work, I can't grapple. The majority of your work in camp needs to be about maintaining your stance, not coming out of your stance, and maintaining some sort of defensive position. So there's definitely some openings that were seen in that last fight for Hayley Valentine, and we want to just see if she's improved in that. But then again, you also get the tendency in female fighting to always go towards decisions. So,
and Indy Breyer, she lost her last fight by decision. She showed really good durability in that fight as well. And at no point was, out on her feet. Really good round-rounded game. And I will say, in incredibly good physical condition as well.
Very long.
Here comes Hayley Bloody Valentine, representing BST. 2 wins by decision, 1 by ground and pound. She's coming off a win over Lisa Lingvall at Bat Arena, Northampton.
Listen to this place absolutely erupt when she comes out. She is the local favorite. She is a hometown hero.
Everyone loves Hayley Valentine.
And everybody wants to see her catapulted onto the big stage. And this is one of those tests that I know she's ready for.
Hayley Valentine looking as conditioned as we've ever seen her. We have Breyer in the multicoloured shorts, Valentine in the red and black.
Oh. Calm and composed.
Oh, well, that's a mean mug in this
I wouldn't want to be between these two ladies right now.
Here we go.
The Fire Breyer definitely winning the tanning competition.
You can see now just how much shorter Hayley Valentine is.
That's the range that has caused her a bit of problems in the past in the stand-up, because she has to run on to punches, but she does well to catch the kick and answer back with a right hand of her own.
Nice combination by Valentine. Little flurry. Nice right hand by Valentine.
Smacks that right across. The left hook sneaks through the jaw as well.
Oh, Valentine is landing.
Yep, she's just dropping away and landing that right hand.
Oh, lovely right hand.
And there's already a bit of redness under the left cheek of Breyer.
Valentine doing a good job of just stepping off, getting offline, and they're throwing a lovely right hand.
Yep. Breyer sees it now and lands a right hand of her own.
Yep.
Ooh, I like that one.
This is nice to see from Valentine. She's really mixing up her skill sets. We've seen her definitely come off as a wrestler grappler before, but comfortable on her feet, landing shots. Now goes back to what she's known for.
A strong head position here. She's probably going to look to drag that leg out.
Oh, nearly. Oh. I mean, if you look at the size difference, I can't believe Hayley Valentine's the one that can control the position here and muscle it.
Nice switch of positions there from Breyer.
Yeah. And I think that is somewhat down to size. It's just that little bit bigger for this weight division.
Well, Hayley's got a strong clinching position. She's also got the lower hip, so if she steps in for that overhook throw, it could be very effective. It's a strong underhook from Hayley Valentine again. She's blocking the knees as well with that inside.
Valentine trying to fight for head position. Breyer's physicality making it difficult. A nice knee. Oh, I keep forgetting it's pro rules, Steve.
Those knees can go to the head, those elbows can go to the head as well on the break, so we've got to be careful of those. And they shatter noses and orbitals very quickly. Oh, I see, look to see that from Breyer.
Double unhooks for Valentine.
Looks like she's in a strong position here. She should be able to finish if she sucks that hip in.
Digging shots. It's Breyer. Valentine sticking with these double unders, trying to get the takedown.
It's a positional chess match at the moment. Breyer is definitely physically imposing. She's incredibly strong here.
So just there's a big size difference.
This is usually where Hayley Valentine would have already scored the takedown and be working on top.
Yeah. It's also what Valentine needs for her pro career. She needs these fights where she can't just run through people. There's adversity.
And she breaks away.
Yeah. Valentine looking for space.
Minute 45 still left in this opening frame of the fight.
The issue for Breyer, she really loads up on every shot. You see it coming from a mile away.
Yeah, Valentine has switched stances at the moment as she switched back into orthodox. She's drifting in and out.
I like that overhand right that Valentine throws.
Watch her to step off maybe for an inside left hook there. Right hand.
Another good right hand for Valentine.
When they get that close, they have got to be prepared to throw elbows as well. Body shot there for Valentine. And she's back in those double under positions.
Yeah, trying to fight for head position again.
But Breyer's height and length is really good at pushing and using that leverage to get Hayley backing away.
Now this has been a very close round, so how much is this going to be in the judges' eyes, the control position that Breyer's had? Even though it's not a takedown, but she's the one holding against the cage and throwing shots.
Yeah, now she's doing some damage.
Nice knees for Breyer. Valentine turns the position.
And these are the,
feel like
4 minutes plus. Oh, and a takedown of her own for Breyer.
I was just thinking if one of these ladies could get a takedown, it could steal the round for them.
Breyer gets on top and does a little bit of damage with her hands. Breaks away and hits a few punches or a bit of ground and pound. That could really seal the round for her. That striking success from Valentine was nearly 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, the first minute of the fight, Hayley Valentine had some great moments, but since then the tide does seem to have turned towards Indy Breyer. She's been able to get the takedown, get on stop, a lot of the control time against the cage. Valentine trying to get back to her feet. Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance the judges will have nodded that one towards Indy Breyer, but we know that Hayley Valentine's got a great corner. They're going to be giving her a little adjustment. It's going to make a big difference.
How much would that knock your confidence? Well, that's your game to be able to take somebody down, and it's hard to hold them against the cage. They're reversing the position, they're getting under you, and then they land a double leg takedown and are able to settle on top of you with 30 seconds left. That's going to open new possibilities up for the corner of Breyer and have some questions for the Valentine corner to answer.
And I also feel that maybe that size difference becomes less of an advantage as we go into this 15-minute fight. As fatigue starts to set in, it'll be not so much who's the biggest and strongest, but who's the best conditioned. And we know that both teams, excellent coaches. They would have been doing all those late night runs, ice baths you keep telling me about.
Very cold indeed.
It's the new thing. Ice pass. I wonder if BST's got everything. I bet they got an ice pass. It's probably some fancy one. Here we go. Indy Briar taking on Hayley Valentine here in the professional rules.
Hayley comes out southpaw and steps back into orthodox.
Yeah, Hayley mixing it up now. Indy Briar trying to set these strikes up. She's only at the moment, she's only throwing singles and loads up on them, so Valentine can see them coming. I could maybe see an adjustment here from Valentine where she decides to stick with the kickboxing and avoid having a wrestling match.
That's where Briar will be dangerous with the kicks on the outside.
We do need to remember this is professional rules. Those knees can come to the head. Pretty even here in this tie-up. Nice knee by Valentine. Briar pressed Valentine against the cage once again.
And she looks like she's into going back to that well of the double leg. She's got to work her way inside with underhooks. And look, she makes the connection again.
Nice takedown.
Valentine is down.
Really good takedown by Indy Briar. The internet had this wrong. They had Hayley Valentine a 98% favourite. Quite aggressive.
She hasn't quite won 98% of this fight yet.
Oh, definitely not.
Let's see what her work looks like off the back.
Yeah, we know that Hayley Valentine competing in a lot of those jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Well,
she
she's
can fight
for an armbar now.
She can look for submissions from the bottom, and she is looking for it. She's trying to get that right leg of hers over the head, just like that, Steve. Oh, just lost it. And that will
Indy Briar doing so well to keep her head low and out of the range of that leg coming over.
Yeah, Hayley's trying. What a weird position, Steve. She's got such an angle, almost trying to sneak to the back. They're trying to sneak the arm right now.
Looks like almost an Americana attempt from inside the guard from Indy Briar. Maybe a Sao Paulo pass position's more like it right now. Now she's really pinned Hayley down. Hayley's head's coming out the back.
Yeah, that's an uncomfortable position there for Hayley Valentine, but she might be able to get an angle to get an attack on something.
Waiting for that right leg to come back over in front of the head.
She's just
there
so stacked, Steve. Oh, lovely. She on the arm.
She is on the arm, but whether she can secure it.
Indy Briar.
That's very tight. Can she finish this?
She's trying to
can't
take
really extend.
Is the cage in the way? Oh, beautiful work by Indy Briar to keep her arm in one piece, and Hayley Valentine to transition out of that position into the arm lock.
Briar ends up on the side, almost in a back taking position here.
Yeah, I think Indy Briar was saved by the cage there, Steve. Hayley Valentine couldn't get the extension in the back to finish the arm lock.
There's always going to be a tough finish there, but a really nice setup too. She's so dangerous she can be off of her back. Maybe that'll have Briar thinking twice about the takedowns later on if we can get out of this position. Briar all over Hayley Valentine's back, on top, smothering her like a blanket.
Oh, elbows.
Elbow. There we go.
We have 1 minute 50 in round 2 of this fight.
And we see an elbow.
And Indy Briar is in a strong position here. One hook in on the back.
I don't know if Hayley can use the cage to peel her off her back a bit by rolling to her right side.
Well, this is the thing, in a jiu-jitsu match you would go to your back, try and push the leg through to half guard, but when we're playing under these professional rules, you don't want a big shot rain down on you.
No, certainly not.
Hayley Valentine
giving the thumbs up. There's still 80 seconds left in this round, and Briar is still in the dominant position.
Yeah, it's a tough spot there.
I don't know if she's looking to work for a submission or if she's looking to settle on top.
Oh,
she answers my question. Hayley Valentine shaking her head as though that didn't land. Looked like it didn't. Now Briar's on the back.
With a minute to work.
Valentine doing well to tie up those gloves in the hands of Briar.
Valentine listens to, oh, look at this beautiful jiu-jitsu there from Briar, trying to tie up the arms.
Yeah, using that shoelacing position, straight jacketing attacks.
Briar listening to a corner, nodding, listening to a corner. Just controlling the hands, not taking any risks to escape this back. And that's sometimes smart with 30 seconds to go. You don't want to explode, leave your neck exposed. Just tie up the hands, wait for the buzzer, come out for round 3.
Exactly, being aware of where you are, aware of the amount of time that's gone by in the round. 17 seconds will be very hard to get a finish. rear naked choke finish at this time.
Yeah, especially
Valentine doing really well to control the gloves.
MMA gloves.
There's a bit of a crank here,
a lot more difficult as well. Just sneak them under the neck. 3 seconds to go. Wow, Steve, what a fight. I mean, there's a good chance it's 2 rounds to Breyer. What does Hayley Valentine need to do in this third and final round to have a chance? She's got to throw caution.
That's the question. You got to throw caution to win, but you'd like to see her have some really good inside work in terms of boxing and being able to come up with some power in the left hooks. But a lot of times what your female fighters just tend to lack power. They tend to. It's not something they can go to the reserve of. And a lot of male fighters lack power as well. So it's not a
I put myself in this
a
camp.
gender thing. Yep. Well, never mind. I knock people out like crazy. But the thing was, with Hayley, like, she had a bit of success off of her back. So should we Cron Gracie it? Just jump a guard.
Jump guard.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well,
right now she needs a finish. She's two rounds down, and Indy Breyer is full of piss and vinegar right now. She's going to come out like an absolute demon. She does not care. She's 2 rounds up. She's taking it, and they're having to fire her up. Hayley's still smiling. She loves fighting. She loves it, but she just wants her moment to shine.
Yeah, I can see Hayley coming forward, being super aggressive. She knows she's 2 rounds down.
It needs to happen. You don't get into this game for the moments of peace. That was a nice overhand right. Shifts into southpaw.
Hayley has really come out fired up.
There we go. Overhand right lands.
Telling her that she's 2 rounds down has put a fire in her belly.
I'm really hoping we get like a bit of a Duncan Jalali effect. I talk about how there's no power and she just sparks her. That could be amazing. I've been wrong before. Well, I haven't been wrong. Chris has been wrong before, but you know.
I apologize, Duncan.
I should ask my wife. She's always right. There we go. She comes steaming in. She's doing a lot of good work behind that jab. Spinning back elbow. A lot of good work behind her jab.
Yeah, she's just trying to avoid letting Breyer close the distance. She wants to keep this as a kickboxing match now. Spinning back fist again.
I think she spins the other way. She throws the right hand, spins back with the left elbow.
Oh, a bit of a mistake there from Valentine. Thought about the takedown, didn't commit to it, and then got pressed against the cage.
This is the wrestling fallacy, folks. I was a very good wrestler at 60 kilos, 64 kilos, and 66 kilos. That's it. Anything above that is really, really hard. So when you have a weight disadvantage, wrestling isn't your best friend. It can be a place where you get stifled, but we have a guillotine position here. It is arm in. It might be under the chin. I'm seeing a bit of Breyer's ear coming out. That's really not a great sign in terms of finishing. She needs to keep her shoulder up. But now we got Hayley Valentine in guard, where she was able to be effective before. Can she snatch victory from the jaws of defeat here in the 3rd round of this professional women's strawweight contest?
I think she's going to be trying to get another armbar, maybe try and get another angle, but presumably Breyer will be really expecting this time. She's been caught with it before.
She did brilliantly to keep her head low before. It's Hayley having to push her head away, so bringing that right arm back in front of the face and pushing the face away to get that leg over top is going to be very helpful.
She's looking for it there, Steve. Every time she does, Breyer catches it, keeps her head down.
And she swerved back. Now she needs to swivel her feet the other way. She needs to circle to the other side and get the arm bar, because that's the one that Breyer's leaning in. You see?
2 minutes.
It's Breyer's
30.
right arm that needs to happen.
2.5 minutes for Hayley Valentine to try and get something going from her back. We know that she competes in jiu-jitsu under that Roger Gracie school over in part of BST, and would desperately love
shoulder
to
strike,
get a submission from the back under these professional rules, but
the clock is winding down.
Breyer just seems too good for it.
Too aware, head position's great. She's following the hips.
Oh, Valentine! So close to getting the
and
angle.
now she's got a high mount.
Nice high guard there for Hayley Valentine, trying to get the angle still. Once again, angling off. 2 minutes to go. Very dangerous off her back. It's Hayley Valentine.
Minute 45 left.
I like Hayley's approach here as well. She's
staying so active. She's on her side. She's in a strong guard position.
She's dangerous on her feet. Dangerous on her back right here. I could see her taking this 3rd round, but she's possibly 2 rounds down at this point, so It's just gonna. And Briar's not taking any risks. She's not trying to pass the guard. She's not reaching back. If Hayley wants to try and get a submission, she's gonna have to be
hip
creative.
bump up if she wanted to. She unlocks her guard. She could hip bump up.
Danny Batten calling for Hayley Valentine to attack the arm. A Kimura attack. Hayley Valentine looking for a butterfly sweep now. Trying to get some elevation. Trying to kick over with her right leg, or blocking with her left. To possibly end up on top. Gives up on the position, starts trying to control their arms again. Once again, we were trying to angle off, I think.
And now Briar is looking so active. She's firing those short shots on the left side, little elbows glancing over top. She's staying incredibly active. Her physicality is great, but her technique is even greater. She's aware of the positions, aware of the attacks that are coming her way, and she's dominating the position, really putting a stamp on this fight so far. Can't count Hayley out, but it's very difficult for her to move, and Briar's slowly working her head over to that side of the cage.
Oh, here we go, Steve. 30 seconds to go.
Head's low.
Trying to get the arm over the head. What a crazy comeback.
She might do. She might do.
20 seconds.
She really needs to extend out.
She's got the arm with 15 seconds to go. Hayley Valentine. She's going to put everything she can into that elbow joint. 10 seconds. Short time. Oh, she's hipping in. She just doesn't have the position to be able to get her hips behind it.
So close to a
Short
finish
time.
here.
She's yanking on it. Very close. What a fight. We're going to go to our man by the cage, Jack Holmes. Jack, what do you think of that fight?
I think it was a very close one. I have to give it to the person in the...
Hayley Valentine, I think he's referring to. It's very confident that Hayley Valentine. He's completely wrong.
Jack, how did you score that fight?
I'd have to say if it was going to me, I think the blue corner would win that.
Interesting. You think Hayley Valentine won? I've got to give it all the way to
Indy Briar.
Indy Briar. Interesting, controversial opinions from Jack the Nightmare Holmes, future Battle Arena fighter. The BST corner I think they disagree with Jack. They look a little dejected. Whereas the Indy Briar corner, Vectis
Are elated.
Are elated. That was our second and final professional fight here at Battle Arena, but we have some amateur fights coming up. The reason they're after the pro fights on this card is because they are all title fights we have coming your way. We have some of the absolute best Battle Arena amateur fighters and champions coming up shortly. Oh no.
George is just going to step in for me a moment. I've got a fighter coming out, so George will comment for you.
Hayley giving the crowd what they love. He just called you George, by the way. He said George is going to take over for me. So that we had Indy Briar taking on Hayley Valentine in our professional martial arts division. Hayley nearly got the submission in the end, but not quite.
There's a very close one, Chris, there. If it had an extra 10 seconds, I reckon she would have got it.
I'd like to thank our judges, Stevie Wonder, Andrea Bocelli, and a blind dog. I have no idea how they scored that way. I'm a huge Hayley Valentine fan, but I did not have her winning that fight. But I'm not a judge. I'm not paid to be a judge. I'd be interested to see the scorecards on that one. I thought Indy Briar was pretty dominant on top, landing shots, being dangerous. Threw up, I don't get that decision.
I completely agree, Chris. I don't know where the judges came from on that. I think it was even closer than that. I honestly completely agree with you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm shocked by that one, but also I'm glad to see Hayley Valentine and the BST team get the win, and it was very, very close. And it is not my judge. As a commentator, we're very distracted by talking and like trying to keep the flow of the commentary and break down information. We're not sat here with a scorecard writing down little notes on aggression and so on for every round. So So I'll take the judges' decision. We got my fighter earlier got a very lucky judges' decision, so I won't be too critical of them.
I'd have to say if it was to do with you and Steve.
Hard fought performance. How confident were you when you heard it was a split decision that you'd done enough to get the win?
Look, I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I had to go up a weight class, so I like, right, this is going to be a tough, hard fight. Not like a little bit abnormal for my weight category, but I was going to give it a go. They were confident I was going to do this fight, and look what happened.
Like I said, even though you were on the bottom, I think what won it for you was the submission attempts off your back. Do you think that's what won it for you as well?
Yeah, like I was really I love striking, I love grappling, and that showed that I can do both. I could do both. Like little fatigueness, but I will be honest, but I was confident either way, no matter what.
I heard your coaches in your corner saying they don't know how good your striking is. Is that something that you've been working on massively during the camp?
It's just like we've been working everything, the wrestling, the striking, the jiu-jitsu. Everything's been refined, not like just massively, but they're all refined.
Yeah, and like I said, Indy's a really tough girl. Like she's got a win over Chanel Dwyer, who's like one of the top prospects coming out of the UK at the moment, and has got a lot of hype behind her. Was there anything that surprised you about Indy, or did you expect it to be that tough?
No, I knew she would be game. I knew she would come forward. Like we've examined her fights. We knew she was game, but I knew to expect. You just got to be there to experience it.
Yeah, and then last of all, 4-0 now. What's next for you?
I may have another fight in July, can't really say much, but it won't be here, it'll be elsewhere, but just have to wait and see.
Yeah, but we'll look forward to that one, and thank you very much. Thank you very much, you take care.